CHASTANET questioned the efficacy and transparency of the government's utilization of the CIP funds, suggesting that the revenue generated could be leveraged more effectively to address pressing national issues.
Why is it that 4 countries in the OECS involved in the CIP program have agreed to sign a new memorandum of understanding, which put controls on how much they're going to sell the CIP for? St. Lucia has not.
Hilaire refuted claims that St. Lucia's CIP will negatively impact its visa-free access to Europe. He pointed out that St. Lucia adheres to all agreement provisions except for a recent price increase.
And let me just repeat our position on the MOA. Every provision of the MOA, St. Lucia supports except one. The provisions of the MOA, we've already implemented them. Some of them are in our legislation. They're not a non-binding agreement. They are provided by law in St. Lucia. No other island has a more robust due diligence process than St. Lucia, none. The one provision we had a challenge with is the reduction of the increase of the price from 100,000 to 200,000. And we wanted a discussion on it. Why? Because we were already up there. The last government brought down the price in line with every country. Since then, we have negotiated financing, negotiated projects in housing, in infrastructure, and now they want the price to go up to 200. And we said, well, look, you've built all your houses, all your roads, all your hospitals. We haven't. We're just about to start. Well, can we get a grandfather clause that says let our contract runs out and then we are prepared to increase? And they decided to go ahead and sign it.
The Deputy Prime Minister, who is responsible for the CBI program, says the country has already invested CIP revenue into national projects and deserve a grace period before raising the price again. He emphasized St. Lucia's support for a strong CIP program, but argued for regional discussions on price increases and quotas.
We have to protect the interests of St. Lucia. We have to protect the interests of our people. And our view is that we're not against it. We wanted it from 2015 to be like that. In fact, more than just the price increase, we wanted an annual quota.
But if there were concerns, genuine concerns about CIP would be raised. Now, Madam Speaker, let me just take one example and show you how much this makes no sense. 500 cap for the year. Now, I would not employ any of you to be a salesman for me. Because my business would go bankrupt. You are telling me, and let's look at it. Because sometimes we try to make this thing look like rocket science. There's basic common sense in this. Madam Speaker, there are times when the market, when it's a buyer's market, there are times when it's a seller's market. Okay? At the end of the day, you choose as a buyer or a seller when you are going to trade. So, you put a cap of 500 passports per year. For how many years? So, 500 a year. To say what? To say what? 500 a year. Why a cap of 500 a year? Huh? So I'm trying to understand. So I'm in the market. I have a product to sell. People are ready to buy my product, Madam Speaker. I'm ready to sell. But I sell, and remember, I'm competing. I'm competing with my neighbors. I'm competing globally. But I'm selling a product. And I say for this year, I'm selling only 500. So I start in January. By March, my 500 is sold. Everybody who applies, I can't sell for you, you have to wait for next year. What happens? You think people sitting there waiting for you if they want citizenship by investment? You think you have something that nobody else has? You think you have something that nobody else has?
We wanted a net worth for each individual applying. Those were the standards St. Lucia had set.